you guys been all day? It's dark. It's time for bed. What did I tell you about staying up past your bedtime? Justin? What did I tell them about staying up past their bedtime?
Hey!
Hi,
You told me
Mr. Amish man.
if I stayed up one more time, I would get a spanking.
Oh, yeah? Oh, poor little Amish man.
Yoder.
Yes, I shall call you Yoder.
Jebediah Yoder.
Jebediah?
Jebediah Yoder. It reminds me of...
How about Hezekiah?
As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain, I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain. But that's just perfect for an Amish like me. You know I shun fancy things like electricity. At 4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows. Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool, behind him, milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land, I'm into discipline. I got a Bible on my hand and a beard on my chin.
Wow, that was really good. I don't know how you remember all that.
I don't either. I haven't listened to that song in a long, long time.
That's Weird Al, right?
That is indeed Weird Al, yes. It's Amish Paradise. Look it up. No copyright was intended. Even though I can say that, but that doesn't really matter. That's
Yeah,
I
actually,
think,
you know what? That's kind of one of my pet peeves when people post
Yeah.
something that's copyrighted and they're like, no copyright intended. I'm like, yeah, you did intend to post that. Unless your finger did it without your consent. And just because you say that doesn't mean it's okay, because that's not what copyrights are for. It's not so you can use their thing with and say why you used it. It's you can't use their thing unless you're paying them and they agree to it. Just my little pet peeve right there.
Anyways, reverse.
Off my soapbox.
Weird Al. That's probably my favorite Weird Al song. He has a lot of cool songs. A lot of like...
I always liked... Sorry. I always liked White and Nerdy.
White and Nerdy. Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Sorry, you can
I like Amish Paradise though. It's off of I think it's Nigga Paradise or something. I think it's like a parody off of a song called Nigga Paradise.
Oh yeah, see, I don't know
Isn't it?
I don't know what the song
okay.
actually
I
is.
think it is. But all of the songs are parodies. If you guys don't know.
I think the majority of the world knows who Weird Al is.
Yeah, and apparently like his concerts are like really good.
Huh.
Like he's got to be getting old, and
Yeah.
I guess maybe they're probably just more like less like entertainment, like
Yeah, I think he's probably.
But I was ever so intently picking my nose and reading about
Ew.
this. Just kidding. These people are actually considering and talking about after-birth abortion.
Do you mean partial birth abortion?
After-birth abortion.
After-birth abortion doesn't make any sense to me. That would be
Murder.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
people
mean,
are just calling it
well-
abortion so they can justify it.
I'm so confused. I know it's controversial, of course, duh, but I'm against abortion in general, but I'm trying to figure out who on the planet would ever think that something after birth could be considered abortion and not murder. Yeah, I'm not, go ahead and raise your hand and give me an explanation there, because I'm really confused. Maybe are you sure?
Yeah, after-birth abortion.
After birth?
After birth abortion. I'm trying to find something. Anyways, it's an article. It's called "Something Deadly This Way Comes After Birth Abortion." I don't know.
It just doesn't sound human.
The debate over abortion comes down to one essential issue: the moral status of the unborn child. Those making the case for the legalization of abortion argue that the developing fetus lacks a moral status that would trump a woman's desires to abort the child. Those arguing against abortion do so by making the opposite claim, that the unborn child, precisely because it is a developing human being, possesses a moral status by the very fact of its human existence that would clearly trump any rationale offered for its willful destruction.
But they're saying fetus. After a fetus is born, it's a baby. I'm confused still.
I mean, that's the whole thing, about abortion anyways, is when it's actually a human.
Well, I mean,
But they're saying...
textbook, it's...
I know, but they're saying fetus to justify their cause, I'm sure. For some reason, I don't know, because they...
There must be like 5 people against this, behind this thing. I'm really confused. Once it's born, it's a baby. I'm so confused.
Okay, this is a quote. I think this is from a pro after birth abortionist. Abortions at an early stage are the best option for both psychological and physical reasons. However, if a disease has not been detected during the pregnancy, if something went wrong during the delivery, or if economical, social, or psychological circumstances change such that taking care of the offspring becomes an unbearable burden on someone, then people should be given the chance of not being forced to do something they can't afford. Did they really
adoption.
just say that? Nothing could possibly justify the killing of a child, but these professors are so bold as to argue that even economical, social, or psychological circumstances would be sufficient justification. Wow. I can't believe I'm reading this.
Well, when my 5-year-old becomes just way too expensive to feed, I guess...
We'll kill it.
Just have to...
Like, I want to know if this has ever been done. Well, I'm sure it's been done, like China or whatever. But how would they do it? Like, who could do that? I don't know. Who could be an abortionist, anyways? It's all wrong, but I mean, that child is like, would you, like, suffocate it?
I've never met anyone who was okay with
apparently there are a few.
killing a baby.
There are a few here.
Like a born child.
I don't know how big this
Well, I'm baffled even just because, like, okay, you've already given birth to your child, and I don't care if your baby has special needs or was too
their
much of a
justification.
burden. It's not like it's.
I'm reading more, but their justification is the moral status of the infant. They're saying that the moral status of an infant is equivalent to that of a fetus. And they're saying that since they're both parallel in the sense that they have no morals yet, that it's justifiable. That's a justifiable murder or killing.
So when do we say that they do have morals? At 2 days old? At 3 days old? At a year old? So if my child is 9 months old and it's too much of a burden, I can just let it go. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This is ridiculous. Especially because I just
I mean, abortion's plain evil, but I mean, I guess I feel like this is like a movie or something, you know what I mean?
It sounds like a movie or something.
Like a Lifetime movie.
Or like a really bad
Apparently,
novel.
Someone from our church who has a special needs child, she commented on my post, this has been on the horizon for a while now. When you have a Cora is the name of her child, you keep tabs on the fringe. The fringe keeps moving to mainstream, and this breaks my heart that the whole world isn't outraged.
If you think the Broccoli Bunch rocks, click that subscription box.
Subscribe!
Fine, I will.
Click. Click.